誰かを守るための責はあの日息の目諦めない意志つかむ熱くかける発想染まるよ。
Alright folks, we are back with another Pokemon Gen 6 Wi-Fi battle. This battle has been done like months ago, and I took on Pokemadness1996. Links in the description if you're interested. This thing's been long overdue, and I apologize if I should have gotten it done sooner. But whatever, by this point he would have a stronger team, so why not? Let's get started. He starts off with Tauros, nicknamed Power Jr., and I start off with my trusted Mienshao. And its Intimidate kicks in, which lowers my attack. That's kind of droll. I don't really care by this point, and I go for the Fake Out, which does a boatload of damage. I get a crit, and that's nice. But he just decides to go right away for a Giga Impact, and even though it takes down my Mienshao, he won't be able to attack next turn, which means I get, fortunately, a free turn. However, I also discover that it has Life Orb. Now I send out my Arcanine, a trusted Pokemon who never lets me down. Ever. And I just go straight away for the close combat, which does a lot of damage and takes down the Tauros. Sadly, however, Tauros needed to recharge, so like I said, it gave me a free turn. But now we're at 1-1, so this battle is far from done. And yeah, my Arcanine's Life Orb too, so, He sends in Sudowoodo. I didn't really see this coming. He nicknamed it Trevenant to thinking that it was just the Grass Ghost type. But nope, it was wrong. I had to make a switch, and I actually made a good prediction. He went for the Stone Edge and missed. I swing into my Rose Raid and pull straight away for a Sleep Powder, and the Sleep Powder put it to sleep. Good. At least now I don't have to deal with whatever else that thing is going to bring out. Fortunately, it's fallen asleep, which means I can now go on the attack. But he makes a switch, and I'm wondering myself what he's going to switch out. He spins in Donphan, and this one's a shiny, and I'm like, oh dear God, what else can go wrong? So I go straight away for the Shadow Ball, and the Shadow Ball doesn't really do that much. I should have just went straight for the Leaf Storm. But he goes for an Ice Star, taking first priority, and that does like half damage. And I decided to just go for the Leaf Storm, and that does a crap load, taking down the Donphan. I should have just went for this Leaf Storm right at the start. That personally was my mistake, because I just wanted to weaken that Sudowoodo little by little. Guess I wasn't thinking straight. Anyway, he sends in Wannabe Callum, a.k.a. Scrafty, and I'm not even going to think about what he's going to do with this. So I make a switch, and I send in my Braviary, my mascot. He goes for an Ice Punch, and that personally was a pretty bad prediction. However, I do suffer some damage, and I survive, but that's not enough. I just decided not to give it another chance, so I go straight for the Superpower, and the Superpower destroys the Scrafty. Yeah. Just like I would destroy any Scrafty. My Braviary, my mascot, OWNED, Scrafty, sorry. Anyway, he sends in now his Sudowoodo that's asleep, and I think the sleep counter either reset it or something, I don't know. So I just decided to go straight for the U-turn, and you're thinking that this thing has Choice Scarf. Well, I don't even know what it had. It had a Muscle Band. This is before I made my change, and this Braviary had a Muscle Band. So I used the U-turn to make a switch, and I send in my Rotom Frost, not Rotom Wash, Frost. Would be perfect for UU. And I play Trick or Treat with this guy. He gets a Choice Specs, I get a Choice Band, and I'm like, nuts, I'm screwed. I needed to get my butt out of here because that was a bad play, really bad. Anyway, I had to make a switch, and I decided to send in my Rose Raid just in case so I can use it to die. And it wakes up, and it goes instead for the Hammer Arm. However, the Hammer Arm wasn't that effective. I do survive the attack. He gets a crit, and I don't even know if it helped. It did help him slightly, but not so much, because it wouldn't really matter at that point. That Sudowoodo is now going to go to sleep now. Sorry, Sudowoodo, but you're not even getting a chance to attack. So now that it's fast asleep, I can now go straight on the offense, although I did make the switch so that way I can reset the special attack up. And I go straight for the Leaf Storm, and that takes down Sudowoodo. Sadly, his special attack harshly fell, so I'm going to have to make a switch. Or I can just let it stay and let it die. And now he sends in Milotic, and I'm like, damn, this thing's going to be problematic. So I may as well just go down without a fight. So I go for the Leaf Storm, and the Leaf Storm does about like about 1/3 of damage. But now my special attack's reduced by -4, and sadly, now this just made the situation worse. Because of the weakness policy that kicked in, it gets a +2 attack and a +2 special attack. Basically, I just signed my own death warrant. It went for the Ice Beam, and it took down my Rose Raid without much of a fight. So you know what? I may as well play fire with fire. So I decide to send in my Rotom Frost. So I switch it, and damn, that thing did a lot of damage. However, it gets the burn. I'm going to have to play a little hard here. So I perform a Trick or Treat, and I decide to give it a Choice Band. Wasn't the best option, but yeah, what could you do, right? I had to do it. So I know it's going to die either way. It goes for like Milotic goes for the Scald, and it takes down my Rotom Frost. It served its purpose, but sadly not good enough. Should have gave it a Choice Scarf instead. However, now I decide to send in my Starmie, and I go straight away for a Psyshock, which is a special attack that deals physical damage. And fortunately, it took down the Milotic. Thank God. However, I can't count myself out yet, and he now sends in what? He sends in a Torterra! And the Quick Claw kicked in, and that means it gets a Seed Bomb. It unleashes the Seed Bomb, which does a load of damage. Fortunately, oh wait, I forgot. I don't have a Focus Sash with this thing. Whatever. I messed up. It took him down in one hit. So now it's 1-1, and I send in my Arcanine, which I go straight right away for a Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz. Sorry, it's so late at night. I'm trying to get this done. And it takes down the Torterra easily. Nice. However, sadly, I suffered 2 kinds of recoil damage. Regular recoil damage with a Flare Blitz, and, well, Life Orb. And that's it. That was a pretty intense battle, and I really did enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. He does Pokemon battles himself. He does free-for-alls, the usual banter. And I'll see you guys later. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It does mean a lot to me. Please be sure to not forget to answer the QOTD. And I hope to hear from your responses. I'll see you guys next time for another Wi-Fi battle. Peace out, guys.